In this video, we'll create an invoice draft, see how to finalize it, and send it to both your client and your accounting tool. Invoicing in Productive allows you to bill clients for both time and materials and fixed-price services. Since all necessary information, like service prices, logged time, and billable expenses, is already available in the budgets linked to the invoice you're creating, building an accurate and complete invoice is as simple as clicking a button. To get started, open the budget you want to invoice and navigate to the Invoicing tab. Then, click the plus Invoice button to create your draft. Then, check the following invoice details. Confirm the bill from information, subsidiary that is issuing the invoice, the bill to details, client who will receive it, and the pay to bank account information, where the payment should be made. Let's review some other invoice fields. The invoice date is when the invoice is issued, the due date is when the payment is expected, and the delivery date is when the service or product was provided. You can also check and adjust the subject and the invoice issuer, which can be included in the invoice PDF. Review any custom fields your team has configured. Custom fields can also appear on the invoice in the note or the footer if set that way, but they're most often used for internal organization. Then add line items by clicking Add Line Items. Here you'll choose the invoicing method that fits your agreement with the client. For example, you can invoice for logged hours and expenses using uninvoiced time and expenses, invoice staged payments with invoicing by percentage, or bill the total amount for a brand new invoice or to cover what's left to be invoiced. After selecting the method, click Generate to add the line items to the invoice. Set the tax rate for the generated items, either for all at once like we did here, or for each line item individually. Now we can save our changes and finalize the draft. When finalizing your invoice, you can either enter the invoice number manually or let Productive assign it automatically based on the numbering logic set in the invoicing settings. This ensures consistency across all invoices issued by a selected subsidiary and helps avoid manual errors. Once finalized, send the invoice. To share it with your client directly from Productive, click Send to Client. To forward it to your accounting tool, click Copy to Accounting Tool. After sending the invoice, you can set up payment reminders to follow up automatically. In the Reminders tab, first make sure the invoice is marked as sent. Then, choose a reminder sequence from a template, or create one from scratch if needed. Each reminder specifies when it's sent, before or after the due date, and includes the message your client will receive alongside the invoice. Once the invoice is marked as paid, reminders stop automatically. In the Payments tab, you can record incoming payments, either partial or full. The progress bar helps you see what's been paid and what's still outstanding. If you've integrated an accounting tool with Productive, an admin can enable the Payment Sync toggle in the integration settings. This means that when an invoice is marked as paid in your accounting tool, either partially or in full, the payment status is automatically updated in Productive. Each tab in the invoice gives you a clear view of its details. In the Invoice tab, review line items and financial details, send the invoice, or preview and download the PDF based on the selected document template, which defines its layout and appearance. The Feed tab shows comments, updates, and any emails linked to the invoice. The Payments tab lists received and pending payments. And the Reminders tab lets you manage your payment reminder sequences. Beyond individual invoices, you can build a dashboard to track overall invoicing performance. Here, you can see open budgets by client, invoice drafts pending finalization, unpaid and overdue invoices, total outstanding amounts, and which invoices haven't yet been copied to your accounting tool. You can also add graphs to your dashboard, like this one that tracks invoiced revenue, cost, and profit over time, showing revenue minus the cost of logged hours for a quick view of financial performance. Now that you're familiar with the basics, you're ready to dive deeper into Productive's invoicing options. Visit our Help Center for more tips and detailed information on managing invoices.